Yeah. What's up, everybody? Back in the house. It's good to be back in the States, baby. It's good to be back in the States, baby. You know it's time for that. I know y'all miss. What's up, Shay? What's going on? The A-list is back in the house. Keep in mind, the list is fluid, y'all. The list is fluid, all right? We're going to get to the top 10 teams, top 5 teams, in the National Football League after Week 14. Let's go to number 5 on the list. Please give it to me. Bam! The Pittsburgh Steelers. We understand they've been winning games. We understand that the defense ain't no joke. We understand they got to run the game. We understand Pickens can catch the ball. We understand Fryman can catch the ball. We didn't know Russell Wilson could still throw the ball like that.
Don't say we.
Let's get a man some love right there. Steelers find a way, keep winning football games. 2-game lead over the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC North. Can't ignore it. They ain't top 4, though. Give it to me right now. Bam! Right here. Are you happy, Jeff?
I'm happy.
Are you happy?
Finally.
I tried to listen to my man, Sergeant Friday. Getting sensitive, all right? But when Sam Darnold goes out there and damn near throws for 350 yards, I know Brian Flores got the defense balling. Yeah. I know what Justin Jefferson could do and Addison could do. But damn, to see Sam Darnold throwing a football like that, I had to pay attention, although it was against the Atlanta Falcons. Still in all, I got to give love where love is due. They top 4. They just ain't top 3 right now. Give it to me. Bam! Right there. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
This is Kansas City Chiefs. It's 1 loss in the season. We look at what they're doing. They still find ways anytime you got the greatest football player in the game as your quarterback. And you one time after another, repeatedly find ways to win games you ain't supposed to win. Somehow, some way, damn it, you are supposed to win because you're that good. And you find a way to get it done in clutch time. That's why they top 3, the reigning 2-time defending Super Bowl champions. Still doing their thing. They just ain't top 2 right now. Give it to me right now, please. There you go. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, Sirianni, we've been talking about him. We finally decided to give him some respect. Saquon Barkley, okay? MVP candidate.
Yes, sir.
A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts complaining with one another, still winning. All right, still winning. Didn't have Devontae Smith in a while, still winning. Okay? And then, oh, by the way, you got a defense that Vic Fangio has got balling. I mean, man, this is what they're doing. They're a top 2 team in the NFL. They just ain't number 1. We know who number 1 is right now. Give it to me. It's the Detroit Lions. I'm ready to say this. You're not beating Detroit in Detroit.
No.
You're not beating Detroit in Detroit. If the Philadelphia Eagles want a legitimate shot to capture the NFC and get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to get home field advantage against the Detroit Lions. They are not going to the Motor City, Motown, and finding a way to win that game. This is my list. The Lions, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Vikings, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Holla at your boy.
All right, before everyone gets involved, Shay, I'm going to give you the floor first. That little QR code, that little bad boy, you can scan that, and we want to hear from you. Give us your grades for Stephen A. We'll share those in just a little bit. Shannon, how do we feel about this, and what kind of grade are we giving your boy?
I mean, I really like the list. I got the Vikings at 5. I got the Steelers at 4. I have the Eagles at 3. I have the Chiefs at 2. I have the Lions at 1. The only place where we differ, I think we differ in arrangement. He got the Eagles at 2. I got the Chiefs at 2. And then he has the Vikings in front of the Steelers. I think it's a very good list. It's an A-, B+. I'm gonna give him a B+.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to be quiet for now.
Good. Finally learn the rules of the game. Go ahead, Nick.
I think the Chiefs are at 3. I mean, they had a lot of close games and they skating by. I think that you could make an argument that they could go in a different spot because the Vikings have played really well for a long time. The Vikings have lost to the Rams, who beat the Bills. Bills one of the best teams in football. The Vikings lost to the Lions, who are the number 1 team in there. So I could imagine a situation where the Vikings are higher. And the Steelers lost to the Browns, but I could imagine them higher also. And the Eagles' passing game seems like there's some turmoil in there. So this is not Steven's best A-list of all time. However, because he got the Lions at number 1, I'm going to give my man an A+. A++. My man did it again. He did it again.
You know you had to wait.
I was worried about my man. I was worried about my man. But he did it again.
I thought we were cool and we saw eye to eye.
No.
I see what it is.
We see eye to eye.
You play up to the
Yes.
You play up to the guy with the power.
Molly, you just
it's cool.
I don't know what power they talking about. I don't know what power they talking about.
How do you think he got invited back after week 1? He would have never been invited back.
Hold
on, Molly.
Hold on, Molly. Neek's on the show all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Molly.
Neek's here all day.
We discussed this earlier when we were talking about the Eagles.
I know.
Sometimes you got to lie. Sometimes you got to lie.
Lie.
But this is not one of them, Tom.
Yeah.
This list is perfect.
right.
This is an A++ list. I just gave it another
It's
plus.
not perfect, but okay.
This is tough for me.
Uh-oh.
This is tough for me. I mean, I almost got a tear. I feel like the years that I have impacted Stephen A., he finally got a list.
Oh.
Perfect. That's a perfect list.
Nice.
What?
That is real. That's real.
Look at
I have
you.
it exactly the exact same way.
Overseas, did you well,
I thought you were going to leave the Vikings off again. You finally learned.
You know what it must have been? All that football he watched in Abu Dhabi. That's what it must have been. He was so busy.
We didn't stick that stuff. They ain't had a film. I didn't see one football game. I didn't see one football game. Get back. I got to watch 3 of them last night.
And he